Welcome to Silverstone. This ground here is rich with history, a former airfield that served in the Second World War and now hosts one of the oldest and most iconic races in motorsport. It's the Formula One British Grand Prix. Silverstone Circuit then is 3.6 miles long, has a total of 18 corners, and of course is no stranger to the rain. There won't be any DRS available in these conditions, but the Wellington and Hangar straights are still good opportunities to tuck into the slipstream and make a pass. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. An immense lap from Fernando Alonso yesterday puts him on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Stroll, Verstappen, Sainz, Leclerc, Russell, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Hülkenberg, Ocon, Magnussen, Sargent, Gasly, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Bottas, and Zhou Guanyu. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Well, it's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Anthony Davidson, could be a wet one today. Great to have you with us. What are your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? Well, as a driver, there are 3 big things to worry about when racing in these kind of conditions: standing water, tyre temperature and visibility. Judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
the fastest lap of the race so far. Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay. Okay, you just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, light rain throughout the session today. Light rains have stayed with us throughout. Be careful out there. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap. Repeat that, I've got some interference here. Didn't receive that, repeat the message, repeat the message. Please repeat, you're breaking up. didn't catch that, mate. Just say it again. Final lap, final lap. Push, push. That looked bad. Are you all right? Let me know you're okay. Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please. Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserve that race win. Well done, mate.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for Red Bull today. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.